The International Labour Organization held its 111th annual conference in Geneva from 5th to 16th June 2023. Worker, employer and government delegates from the ILO 187 member states addressed a wide range of issues, including a just transition towards sustainable and inclusive economies, quality apprenticeship and labor protection.
We return to the first item on our agenda, and that is the election of the officers of the governing body for the 2023-2024, as we need to elect the employer and worker vice chairpersons.
The Director General of the International Labour Organization, Gilbert Ungo, spoke about various challenges the world of work is faced with, highlighting that for social justice to prevail, there must be an end to child labor.
Child labor is on the rise. 160 million children, almost 1 in 10 worldwide, are in child labor. And what is worst, half of them, 80 million, are in the most hazardous forms of child labor. That's work with a real threat to their physical and mental health. But child labor rarely happens because parents are bad or do not care. No, rather, it is spring from a lack of social justice.
According to research, more than 4 billion people have no social protection and 240 million workers live below the poverty line. During the conference, the International Labour Organization, ILO, held the first World of Work Summit with the theme Social Justice for All.
To join forces to contribute to the realization of the proposed Global Coalition for Social Justice. Together, I do believe that we can create a world where every individual, regardless of their background or circumstances, has equal access to opportunities, has equal access to rights, and a decent quality life.
Social justice for all is never going to be free of charge or famously cheap. And we happened to have settled the most important unasked question of this summit: who bears the burden of social justice for all? The answer is that for social justice for all to translate into meaningful transformation of the conditions of work, and for the World of Work Summit to fully articulate the aspirations of the constituencies represented here, we have to urgently invest in ambitious ways of getting millions of unemployed people, especially in the global south, to work and to take bold institutional measures to deliberately create opportunities for them.
After 2 weeks of intense deliberations and strategic consultations, the 111th Conference of the International Labour Organization, ILO, ended in Geneva, Switzerland.
We heard resounding and unequivocal support for a global coalition for social justice. We must now build on this momentum.
At the end of the conference, newly elected chairperson of the governing board of ILO, Richard Adejola, presided over the meeting of the body. Speaking on expectations from ILO members, Adejola thanked them for the confidence reposed in Nigeria. He promised that the trust will be respected with all sense of responsibility.
Our policy outcomes and decisions should inspire hope for a better quality of life and new opportunities. We are ready to deliver on the mandate entrusted to us, prepared to serve, listen, and to align with our common goal of leaving no one behind. Together, we will harness our potentials and draw strength from our unique tripartite governance structure to consolidate on our post-centenary and pandemic gains.
Several adoptions and resolutions were made at the conclusion of the conference. One of these is a new labor standard aimed at supporting opportunities for people of all ages to skill, reskill, and upskill continuously in rapidly changing labor markets. The Director General ILO, who addressed delegates from 187 member countries, encouraged government to reposition social justice as the keystone of global recovery and ensure that the future is human-centered.